Entering jail, a depressed man gets aggressive and his guts explode and he dies. What happened to him? Let's find out. Sometime in the future United States, a woman is only allowed to have one child even if the baby dies. John and his pregnant wife Karen are crossing the border to Canada to have their second child. However, as they go through security, a guard realizes Karen is pregnant. The couple runs. John stays behind to let Karen escape. He gets caught but is happy his wife made it to Canada. At Mantell Prison, new inmates arrive. The prison director named Poe welcomes them through a screen. The prison fits the inmates with an intestinator, a device designed to control the prisoners. John and Gomez follow a device called Z10 designed to represent the human guards. They are assigned to a cell with 3 other inmates. Stiggs, the boss of the cell, D-Day, a genius, and Abraham, a quiet man. 60 seconds are left for bedtime and Abraham tells John to dream. That night John dreams of making love to Karen. The director watches over the Z10. When the device detects the inappropriate dream, it activates the intestinator and hurt John badly. John looks at Abraham, understanding why he told him not to dream. The next day John is assigned to a construction site. He hears a man begging for help. A man with 187 tattooed on his forehead is beating Gomez. John fights him but they get intestinated when the system detects violence. The man, Gomez, and John get framed for hours until someone confesses. Seeing Gomez exhausted, John confesses. He gets teleported to Poe's office. Abraham is shaving Poe. He is his most trusted prisoner. Poe shows John Karen is apparently in the prison. He says she is so beautiful and has dark intentions towards her. He orders the couple to be intestinated at the same time. John asks Abraham where the female prison is. He tells him is on level A and B. The next day Maddox beats John. Poe lets the fight happen and a crowd gathers. Karen can see John from her level. As they fight over the walkway, Poe retracts the bridge. John takes the chance and hits Maddox. He falls off the bridge and hangs with one arm. Poe orders John to kill Maddox but John saves him. Poe then activates Maddox intestinator. Poe then orders a random intestination among the prisoners including John. John finds Maddox intestinator and he secretly takes it. He gives it to Gomez before being taken into solitary. Karen is allowed to talk to John. After that John gets tortured with a gimbal that spins him. And hallucinations about his wife and baby. After 3 days Poe makes a deal with Karen to let John go if she stays with him. She can't stand seeing John like that and agrees. John returns to the cell looking bad. Karen spends her first night in Poe's room. She walks around and sees Poe taking power from the system. It turns out he is a cyborg born from female prisoners. The prison made him like this and he wants the same for Karen's baby. In the meantime Abraham tries to nurse John back to health. Karen gets close to Poe and plans to use him. She gets him drunk and he passes out. She enters the control room and awakes John from his catatonia. She manages to return just before Poe catches her. The next morning John learns Karen moved into Poe's quarters to save him. He plans to rescue. Abraham is close to Poe and free from the mind control. Abraham tells Karen about John's escape plan. Karen is happy and agrees to help him. John asks D-Day to fix Maddox intestinator. Karen manages to hide a diamond containing a map of the prison. Abraham brings the diamond to use in their plan. They use a laser to see the map. Abraham returns the diamond the next day. Poe tells Karen if she marries him he won't transform the baby. She says she wants him to free John as well. Poe wants an answer by the next day. After hearing that John decides to escape by tomorrow. D-Day finds out the intestinators are magnetic and they can use them to extract their own. Stiggs volunteers to experiment on him if he can escape with them. The procedure causes extreme pain but finally they manage to extract it out his throat. The group manages to extract all of the intestinators. The next day they start a fight to distract the guards. The intestinators activate. Poe detects an error but it's too late. The intestinators the group placed on a pipe explode and they escape. Poe activates the steam pipes and the strike clones to stop the group. The group see the steam and run back. Stiggs wants to surrender before it gets worse but he gets shot coming out. Meanwhile, Abraham rescues Karen. But Poe catches them. Abraham fights Poe, but he is a robot and can't be beaten. Karen stabs Poe in the back, but it's useless. The strike clone enters the pipe, but the group smashes it to pieces. They take the powerful gun and shoot the clones outside. The group climb onto a lift and break into Poe's quarters. They find Abraham dead and Karen has been taken to the operation room. Poe says in the operation room only the child survives. He says if they let him go, Karen will survive. But Mantell informs them they don't negotiate in hostage situations. They rush to the operation room. However, Zed shoots Poe into pieces. Zed locks the door while the clones arrive. But D-Day manages to deactivate Zed with a virus. Sadly, a clone shoots him. Before he dies, he manages to turn off the prison lights, delaying Karen's operation. The virus kills the clones and John gets to Karen. Gomez, John and Karen escape in a truck. As they cross the Mexico border, they stop so Karen can give birth. Suddenly, Zed activates the truck and kills Gomez while driving to the barn. John destroys the truck, but it crashes into the barn where Karen is. John thinks she is dead, but he hears a baby crying. Karen escaped just in time. The two happily look at their baby.